Who was Mahalaleel? We have the same primary sources as the last few patriarchs, Genesis, 1 Chronicles, and Luke. And let's peer in here to the periodic table of history and go back in time and try to work some of this out. Here's the 6,000 years on the y-axis. And then we have the equator axis over here with Israel being right here. We can zoom in just a little bit and we can get reference that here is modern history, then the Crusades. Then we can go back to the time of David. Abraham. And then the pre-flood world. The flood happened right here. And so the pre-flood world is here. Everything above that yellow arrow. We're going to zoom into this area. So here we see Mahalaleel. We'll make that life box yellow so we can see it just a little bit better. We can see he ties into modern history by being about 3,721 to 2,826 BC with an 895-year lifespan. The genealogy is in Genesis 5. It states, "And Canaan lived 70 years and begat Mahalaleel." In 1 Chronicles, the spelling is the same as Genesis, but in Josephus, the name is Malaleel, and Dr. Luke writes him as Maleel. So this is a hard name for everybody to deal with. The book of Enoch cites the story of Enoch prophesying in the house of Mahalaleel. Let's go down to where Enoch is. He's down here. Remember, Enoch walked with God, prophesied and walked with God. So if the book of Enoch is authentic, then it is a pre-flood artifact. It is an interesting read, but the book was not canonized by the early church leaders. However, if authority is given to the book of Enoch, then it is fun to envision Enoch visiting his grandpa Mahalaleel. Now in the Ethiopian book of Jubilees, Mahalaleel marries his sister whose name is Dinah. And back to Genesis, Mahalaleel has a son named Jared, so we see him right here. And here's the big scope of things. You can see that Mahalaleel dies before the flood happens, but is familiar with all the atrocities of Cain and Cain's descendants. And in the book of Enoch, it talks about the fallen angels and a lot of mystical type stuff. If it's authentic, then you have this mess of fallen angels, Nephilim, Cain's descendants, and all that mixing up together into this conglomerate that God ends up destroying in the flood. Dates are given to the genealogy of Noah, and thus we can trace the genealogy to Abraham and to the founding of Israel. Well, as always, thanks for watching. It's always free to share, thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. So have a great week, and I will see you in the next video.